Part 9. So back to the original question, why did Jesus have to die? If he is the Son of God, why didn't he save himself? As we just learned, the first humans, Adam and Eve, were created perfect, without sin. However, they chose to disobey God. Adam's disobedience, or sin, affected all his descendants. But that's not very fair, is it? Why do we have to suffer and pay for something our ancestors did ages ago? Fear not, truth-goers. It tells us at Romans 5 verse 19. For as the many were rendered sinful through the one man's failure to obey, so too the many will be rendered righteous through the one's obedience. Just like the first human Adam, Jesus was also a perfect human on earth. But the difference is he never sinned. Just as Adam's disobedience contaminated the human family with sin, so Jesus' death removed the stain of sin. In a sense, Adam sold the human race into sin. Jesus, by willingly dying in our behalf, repurchased humankind as his own. Jesus' death not only removed the blemish of sin, but he also, in his new position as king, cancelled the death sentence passed to Adam's descendants. Whether you grew up in a religious household, or watched a movie or two, many of us heard the term, Kingdom Come. Some people say it is something within our hearts. Some people say it as a figure of speech to mean heaven, like, be careful with that, you'll send us all to Kingdom Come. But what does the Bible say? Kingdom Come is a phrase quoted from something called the Lord's Prayer. In the Bible, Jesus taught his followers the way they should pray at Matthew 6 verses 9 and 10, and I quote, After this manner therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Modern translations translate the beginning of verse 10 as let your kingdom come. Let your will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. So exactly what is the kingdom, and why did Jesus teach us to pray for it to come? The kingdom is a government, like we have on earth with humans, established by God in heaven. Just as humankind has many kingdoms and governments on earth, God has only one in heaven, and it is greater than any other that has ever existed, in every possible way. At Daniel 2 verse 44 it tells us, And in the time of those kings the God of heaven shall set up an empire invulnerable forever, and the empire shall not pass to another people, and it shall smash and end all these empires, and it itself shall stand forever. When God's kingdom comes, it will replace every government, kingdom and authority we have on earth. Centuries ago, before Jesus was born on earth, a prophet named Isaiah at Isaiah 9 verse 6 said, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. This child Isaiah prophesied to be born centuries later was to be Jesus Christ. Remember, God is a fair judge. After the sins of Eden, he knew the pain we feel could not continue forever. But notice what it says at the end of the Lord's Prayer. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. God's kingdom is already in place in heaven. According to this scripture, where will God's kingdom rule next? See Part 10 for more.